Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. I'm Sarah, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Jason. How are you doing today, Jason?
Hi, Sarah. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm really excited about today's episode because we have a lot of interesting things to chat about. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful. Today, we are going to have a long, relaxed conversation. If you are learning English at an A2 or B1 level, this episode is perfect for you. We will speak clearly, but at a natural speed, so you can improve your listening skills without getting lost.
Exactly. So grab a warm cup of tea or coffee, make yourself comfortable, and just listen along. Today, we are going to cover several everyday topics like travel, daily routines, food, and hobbies.
Speaking of travel, Jason, summer is just around the corner. Have you thought about your vacation plans for this year?
Actually, yes. I was looking at some travel websites just last night. I really want to go somewhere near the sea. I feel like I need a break from the noisy city life. What about you, Sarah?
Oh, I completely understand that feeling. Cities can be very stressful sometimes. As for me, I'm planning a trip to the mountains. My family and I rented a small wooden cabin for a week. We want to do some hiking, enjoy the fresh air, and just disconnect from our phones.
That sounds so peaceful. I love hiking too, although I am not very good at walking up steep hills. Do you go hiking often?
Not as often as I would like to, honestly. Life gets so busy during the week that on weekends I usually just want to sleep in and relax at home. But whenever I get the chance to spend time in nature, I take it. It recharges my energy.
Nature is definitely the best medicine for tiredness. You know, when I go on vacation, I always face a dilemma. Should I pack a huge suitcase with everything I might need? Or should I pack light with just a small backpack?
Oh, that is the ultimate travel question. I used to pack way too many clothes. I would bring 3 pairs of shoes for a 3-day trip. But over the years, I learned that packing light is so much better. It saves time at the airport and you don't have to carry heavy bags around.
You are so right. Last year, I lost my luggage at the airport because I checked in a huge bag. It took the airline 3 days to find it and bring it to my hotel. I had to buy new clothes for those 3 days. Since then, I always try to travel with just hand luggage.
Oh no, that sounds like a nightmare. Losing luggage is every traveler's worst fear. Did you at least get your bag back in good condition?
Yes, thankfully everything inside was fine. But it taught me a valuable lesson. Always keep your essentials, like your toothbrush, passport, and a change of clothes, in your small backpack.
That's a very smart tip for our listeners. Now, let's shift our conversation a little bit. Vacation is great, but most of our days are filled with work, study, and daily routines. How does a typical weekday look for you, Jason?
Well, my daily routine is quite simple, but I try to keep it organized. I usually wake up at around 7 o'clock in the morning. The first thing I do is drink a big glass of water, and then I stretch for 10 minutes. After that, I make a cup of strong black coffee. I cannot function in the morning without coffee.
I am the exact same way. Coffee is essential in the morning. Do you eat a big breakfast, or do you prefer something light?
I usually prefer something light, like oatmeal with some fresh berries and honey, or a toast with avocado. Eating a heavy breakfast makes me feel sleepy during the morning hours. What about your morning routine, Sarah? Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I am definitely a night owl. I find it very difficult to wake up early. My alarm goes off at 6:30, but I usually press the snooze button at least twice. Once I finally get out of bed, I rush around the house trying to get ready for work. It's always a bit chaotic in the morning for me.
Pressing the snooze button is a dangerous habit. I used to do that all the time, but then I moved my alarm clock to the other side of the room. That way, I am forced to physically get out of bed to turn it off. It really works.
That is actually a brilliant idea. I should try putting my phone far away from my bed tonight. Once you are up and ready, how do you usually get to work? Do you drive or take public transportation?
I take the subway. The traffic in the morning is terrible, so driving a car takes twice as long. On the subway, I can read a book or listen to a podcast. It makes the commute feel much shorter and less frustrating. How do you travel to work?
I walk. My office is only about 20 minutes away from my apartment. It's one of the best things about my current job. Walking in the morning.
Wow, walking to work is such a luxury. You are very lucky. Speaking of work, how do you manage your time when you have a lot of tasks to do in one day? Do you write a to-do list?
Yes, absolutely. I am obsessed with making lists. Every morning, I write down the 3 most important things I need to finish that day. I focus on those 3 tasks first, before checking my emails or responding to messages. If I don't write things down, I forget them easily.
Writing things down is so helpful. I use a digital calendar on my phone to organize my meetings and deadlines. But sometimes, even with a list, I get distracted by social media or notifications. Do you ever struggle with staying focused?
All the time. It's so easy to check your phone for just 1 minute and then realize you spent 20 minutes scrolling through videos. To prevent that, I put my phone in Do Not Disturb mode while I am working on difficult projects. It really helps me stay in the flow.
That's a great productivity hack. Well, after a long day of work and staying focused, my favorite time of the day comes. Dinner time. Are you someone who loves cooking at home, or do you prefer ordering food or eating out at restaurants?
I actually really enjoy cooking at home, especially on weeknights. For me, preparing a meal is a way to relax after work. I like trying new recipes, especially Mediterranean and Asian dishes. Cooking allows me to know exactly what ingredients I am putting into my body. What about you?
I have mixed feelings about cooking. I like the eating part, but I really dislike washing the dishes afterwards. So, on busy days, I often order food from a local restaurant or make something super simple, like a quick pasta or a fresh salad.
Washing the dishes is definitely the worst part of cooking. I always try to wash things while I am waiting for the water to boil or the oven to bake. That way, there isn't a huge pile of dirty plates in the sink after dinner.
That requires a lot of discipline. What is your absolute favorite comfort food when you have had a stressful day?
Without a doubt, homemade pizza. I love making the dough from scratch, putting lots of fresh tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, and vegetables on top, and baking it until it's crispy. There is nothing better than hot, fresh pizza. What is your go-to comfort food?
For me, it has to be a warm bowl of soup, especially in the winter. A good chicken noodle soup or a creamy tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich brings back so many happy memories from my childhood. It feels like a warm hug in a bowl.
Oh, a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup is classic. That reminds me, do you enjoy going out to restaurants on weekends, or do you prefer staying home?
On weekends, I love exploring new restaurants in the city with my friends. Trying food from different cultures is one of my favorite activities. Last weekend, I went to a small Mexican restaurant and had the most amazing tacos. They were spicy, fresh, and full of flavor.
Mexican food is incredible. I love guacamole and fresh salsa. When you go to a restaurant, what is the most important thing for you? Is it the food quality, the service, or the atmosphere?
That's a good question. I think the atmosphere and the service are just as important as the food. Even if the food is great, if the waiter is rude or if the restaurant is too loud, it ruins the experience. I like places that feel cozy and welcoming.
I agree. Good customer service makes a huge difference. It makes you want to come back again and leave a nice tip for the staff.
Exactly. Well, after dinner on a Friday night, how do you usually spend your weekend evenings? Do you watch movies, read books, or go out with friends?
It depends on how tired I am. If it was an exhausting week, I love staying on the couch, wearing comfortable clothes and watching a good movie or a television series. Recently, I have been watching a fascinating detective drama series on Netflix. I can't stop watching it.
Oh, I love detective stories. What is the name of the series? Is it continuous or does every episode have a different mystery?
It's a continuous story. Every episode ends with a massive cliffhanger, so you feel forced to click next episode. The acting is fantastic, and the story takes place in a small, rainy town in England. It's very atmospheric.
You definitely have to send me the title after we finish recording today. I am always looking for good show recommendations. Personally, I have been trying to read more books lately. I set a goal for myself to read one book every month this year.
That is a wonderful goal. How is it going so far? Are you keeping up with your reading schedule?
So far, so good. I just finished a book about human psychology and how our habits are formed. It was super interesting. It explained how small daily actions, like reading 10 pages a day or walking for 15 minutes, can lead to huge changes over time.
That sounds super practical. It's amazing how small habits can completely change our lives if we stay consistent. In fact, that is very true for learning a new language like English as well.
Absolutely. You don't need to study English for 5 hours in one day. Listening to a podcast for 15 or 20 minutes every single day is much more effective. Consistency is the secret key to success.
I couldn't agree more, Jason. Just by listening to conversations like this every day, our listeners are building their vocabulary and improving their listening comprehension step by step.
Exactly. And to all of our listeners out there, you are doing an amazing job. Don't worry if you don't understand every single word. The more you listen, the easier it will become.
Well, it looks like we have reached the end of today's conversation. We talked about travel, morning routines, productivity, food, and our favorite weekend hobbies. Time really flies when you are having a fun conversation.
It certainly does. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this long conversation and learned some useful vocabulary and natural English expressions.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below telling us what your favorite comfort food is, and share this video with a friend who is also learning English.
Have a wonderful day, keep practicing your English, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, take care.